me your name, or tell everybody your artist name, and how did you discover Femme House?
My artist moniker is Alice.KM. I actually found Femme House through my friend Aki's artist manager. Aki and I had a show together in New York a few years ago that got rained out, and her manager, who had put the show together, asked if I'd be interested in possibly doing a Twitch set for Femme House Friday, and connected me with the Femme House team, and that's how it all came to be.
That's so awesome, because Femme House Friday for us was probably the linchpin to like broader community in ways that we had never even considered. So this idea that like your friend, a fellow artist, and their professional representation just like took it that way in this exact way that we wanted it to act like is like it's so cool. It's just like the coolest.
I love that.
Yeah.
And Femme House.
What's been sort of like your favorite part about Femme House and the community, and how have you sort of, you know, woven yourself into the fabric of the community?
Femme House has been really great at fostering a community for me. I have met so many women artists, and so many artists that I might not have been aware of otherwise. And I have friends in so many different cities across the country now that I met through Femme House. And it's really great. I've had sessions and booked shows with people that I've met in both Los Angeles and Philly through the Femme House community. I have so many friends that are internet friends still, but I'm hoping to meet soon, that I met through specifically Femme House Friday. So many talented artists. It's been really big in building my community of collaborators over the past few years.
What would you say to artists that might be sort of still on the peripheral of the community and might feel a little shy about like diving in?
Go, just sign up for the workshop, go to an event, get involved. You'll meet so many people. I made a few friends last year at one of the Intro to Ableton workshops that I went to in Phoenix. And one of which I played a set with her at Burning Man this year, and she played live harp while I was DJing, and it was so cool. And like, that's something that might have never happened if I hadn't gone to the workshop. So yeah, even if you're like nervous or shy, just put yourself out there and you'll meet so many cool people.
What was your experience like with our remix contest? I think for you that one was the LP contest, right? The remix. I can't remember the name of the song right now, but
for Love Song, yeah.
Love Song, yes.
That was cool. That was a really fun, like for me, it was a really fun challenge because I primarily make house music, but the BPM of the original song was, I think it was like 180 BPM. It was really high, and I was like, I don't know, I don't think I could properly like warp something to the speed that I would want it to be for a house track. And so I was like, I just have to make liquid drum and bass because that's the genre that makes sense at this tempo. And it really forced me to get out of my comfort zone and make something that I might not have made otherwise. And I was really proud and happy with it. Like, I cranked it out in like 15 hours. It's the fastest I've made a track from like front to finish.
It's so good. It's a part of my like rotation. Like, I still listen to it pretty regularly. It's just such a good song.
Thank you. And like the vocal's incredible. That like the song was stuck in my head for a month after making that. It's just so catchy.
That's another sort of like LP has always been for me like one of those artists that I just love, and like all of my I associate them with a really specific time in my life, which is actually a time in my life when me and LP Giobbi, like our LP, like when we were meeting for the first time and going to shows and everything. And it's such a full circle moment to like have this artist that has sort of like nothing to do with Femme House and like the fabric of the culture that we've built here, but like does because of how they've influenced me personally and professionally, and to have that full circle moment like where I can help them get their art to a new audience, and also they can provide an opportunity to this thing that they in part inspired, you know, me and my best friend to build, you know, 15 years ago. Like it's the coolest. Like Femme House is the coolest. It's just like a number of Venn diagrams that are just like full circles, like personally, professionally. It's fucking tight.
It's so cool, and especially like being able to pull in music from another genre and like share it with the dance community, and I love it.
So you spoke about like making a lot of friends in the community, and that's resulted in like shows and sessions and just like collaborations. You just for us did W Presents in Scottsdale. How was that?
Oh, it was so much fun. I had such a great time. A couple of friends of mine attended the workshop that Minnie Bear taught before the show, so I popped in and said hey. And it was so, that was a really cool space to play in, and it was really exciting for me because sometimes when you're playing direct support, it can be like the end of your set when the room fills up, but by 10 or 15 minutes in, the room was full and everyone was dancing and like living their best lives, and the energy was just so high and it felt so good. And then Blue played such a fun set. Everyone was just like, it felt like everyone in the room was like on cloud nine for the night.
That's so awesome. I hope to facilitate more of that feeling for you where Femme House can. And my favorite thing about you is that you're sort of facilitating that for yourself, and I'm sure that, you know, it's only a matter of time before you're facilitating that for other community members. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for being such a pillar in this community, and for showing up in exactly the way that we hope this community would show up for one another.
Thank you. Like, this community really means a lot to me. I really appreciate all the work you and LP have put into it, and really have created something special.
It's not us, it's really you guys. Like, our jobs are to not fuck it up. So as long as we're doing that, we're doing pretty okay.
Definitely not fucking it up.
It's good. Then A+ for me and LP.